Hi, I'm your astrologer Leona Moon, and let's talk June 2020. Just when you thought the world was hectic enough, we've got 2 eclipses and a Mercury retrograde. What could go wrong, right? On June 5th, we have a full moon in Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius is one of the more social signs. It's a fun-loving sign. And if you're feeling tired of social distancing, well, so is everyone else. The sun and the moon will be in a conversation with Neptune and Mars, which is going to create some confusion about the way we want to act versus how we should be acting. So this could be a day where we're really finally feeling a lot of what has been building up throughout the year in terms of social distancing and staying and sheltering in place and staying home. And on top of it, Sagittarius is a house that rules international news and politics. So we might actually find that we're learning a lot about the situation at hand during this lunation. Feeling tired? So is everyone else, so don't worry. On June 11th, the sun in Gemini forms a square with Neptune in Pisces. And when Neptune is involved with the sun like this, it really lowers our energy levels. Everyone's moving slower, we're not feeling motivated, there's confusion in the air, and it's really important to not give in to our lower feelings. So, feelings of disappointment, feelings of dishonesty, feelings of guilt and confusion. A lot will come up today, but instead of trying to escape it, this is definitely an aspect that could create a hangover the next day. It's really important to just process, slow down, and regroup the next day. 'Tis the season, and if we didn't have enough going on already, Mercury goes retrograde on June 17th in the sign of emotional intuitive Cancer. So we know the basics. When Mercury goes retrograde, we have problems with communication, problems with our cell phone, exes and people from our past resurfacing in our life. But this is a time to really regroup and process a lot that we have put on the back burner. It's time for it to surface again and allow us to reflect and take some deeper meaning. So Cancer is a really nurturing sign. It's an emotional sign. So some of these conversations will be deeper conversations. What have you been putting on the back burner that you really want to speak about, that you've been wanting to take action on and confront someone about? Now's your time to speak up. What are you going to say? On June 20th, we have the final solar eclipse in Cancer. So this is the end of a years-long tale, the eclipse series between the Cancer and Capricorn axis. And these are destiny points. Cancer is here to talk about nurturing and self-care and tapping into our emotions and really loving each other. And Capricorn is all about work, structure, goals, almost to a breaking point. So what have we learned in the past few years and what has come up? A lot of this has to do with governments and structures and the pressure from society to produce, almost to a breaking point, versus our own personal self-care and what we can do to take care of ourselves. So this is kind of the final chapter in this series, and it's asking us to really reflect deeper on our personal care. What have we learned and how will we, continue to implement this as we move forward? Things are about to heat up. On June 27th, Mars enters fiery Aries. And this is Mars' ruling sign. It's most comfortable when it's in Aries. There's a lot of passion, a lot of drive, a lot of anger, a lot of energy. Mars is the planet of aggression and desire, and it really defines how we move through this world. And when it's in Aries and it's home, there's a ton of energy. Now, this isn't just a normal stay. Eventually, it's going to go retrograde later in September. So Mars will stay in Aries until January 2021. So this is just the beginning of a long tale of how we are moving through this world, what type of energy we are choosing to put out, and how we decide to take action, which, let's be real, it's pioneering, it's trailblazing, and we're ready for a change.